Welcome to the X Corner. I'm here to add a little mutation to the superhero crew. I'll be covering the X comics for the week of January 9th, 2019. This week we have 4 comics. Domino number 10, Iceman number 5, Uncanny X-Men number 9, and X23 number 8. Spoilers, of course. We'll start with Domino number 10, written by Gail Simone, art by Alberto Jimenez Albuquerque, David Valdian, Anthony Piper, and Michael Shelfler. Domino was fighting Longshot and he fell off a roof. Fearing his luck powers wouldn't save him, Domino jumped off to make sure someone's luck would save them. They landed hard, but they lived, and Longshot came out of his madness long enough to say he was sick. The Wakandan princess jumps in though, insisting on killing him to save humanity, but Domino stands in her way. Just when they're about to fight, Outlaw shows up and knocks the Wakandan princess out cold. When she wakes, Domino explains they are going to save Longshot. But to do it, they have to go to the Mojoverse to find a doctor with knowledge to do it. They get there and it's a world of slaves, destined to the gladiatorial pits, and their masters keeping them down. After a misadventure or two, the team decides just to fight their way into the guarded hospital. They end up killing everyone and getting a doctor to cure Longshot. The Wakandan princess says the danger has passed, and Longshot thanks Domino for the help, and the girls earn a well-deserved rest. Okay, first of all, this is the finale of the series. The hell, Marvel. But secondly, it had 4 artists on the book. What the hell, Marvel? It was like, guess the artist page to page. The story seemed ultra-rushed too, with most of it taking place in narration. Knowing afterwards that this was the last issue, I could tell Gail Simone was rushed as hell to wrap it up. Plus, the fact that it needed 4 artists says something about how much Marvel cared about this book. It was so jarring, I went from one to another. It wasn't even like their styles were even similar. I can't even guess who drew what, but we start with a more realistic style, then go to a much less defined style, then a downright weird and anime-almost style, to Valdian at the end, which was nice at least. The comic deserved better than the last 2 issues, especially if this is the taste it leaves in the mouth. Domino is coming back in a team book called Hot Shots, but I'm not sure who the creative team is. And if I was Gail Simone and Marvel treated me like this, I wouldn't be back. And I wouldn't blame her. 6 out of 10 for what the series was, and for what it should have been. Then there's Iceman number 5, written by Sina Grace, art by Nate Stockman. In the finale of this Iceman miniseries, Iceman surprises Sinister by revealing the Iceman he thought he killed was an ice dupe, and they fight. Sinister has some generic goons attack the Mutant Pride Parade, and releases his ice monsters he's been working on. Emma and her brother at the parade, and they decide to help in the fight. The X-Men and Emma fight the goons and the ice beasts, while Iceman goes all Omega level on Sinister and turns into an ice griffin and flies Sinister into space, I guess? He then comes back down, freezes the goons, and sucks the ice off the ice beast, revealing the kidnapped Morlocks underneath. They're all fine and everyone lives happily ever after. There's an old man Iceman who shows up too, but I guess that's setting up for something else. So that ended. Somehow Bobby is the strongest mutant ever now, it seems. He could defy gravity even, with a flying ice griffin form. I bet we won't see that ever used again. The art here was also pretty terrible. The story ended with Bobby just easily beating everyone, including one of the X-Men's toughest villains. Compared to the last Iceman mini written by the same person, this was so bad. I guess there's a comic called Uncanny X-Men Winter's End coming, which is supposed to tie up loose ends, but if it's anything like this, I have no hope. 4 out of 10. Then there's Uncanny X-Men number 9, written by Ed Brisson, Matt Rosenberg, and Kelly Thompson, with art by Yildiray Sinha. Nate and Legion are one, and he's pissed. Feeling betrayed by the X-Men, X-Men now wants to destroy them, and everyone else. So it's a fight with the Horsemen, and now Storm is Death, versus the X-Men. The X-Men are getting beat pretty easily, so they need help. Jean contacts all the X-Men around the world to come in. The young X-Men volunteer to distract the Horsemen to give them time. Armor creates a ball of energy, with her, Rockslide, and Blob inside, and they rope the Horsemen in there with them. Meanwhile, Beast is begging Enola for a reason why he stole the X-Vaccine. He says to give young people a chance not to end up like him, but Beast is yelling at him that he gave the world the ultimate weapon against mutants. Foreshadowing much? Pixie shows up though to take them to the fight. Also meanwhile, Apocalypse is just watching the fight and decides to kill the racist senator for giggles. Kitty shows up to save him in the nick of time because, as she says, they're heroes, even for racist a-holes. The Horsemen defeat the young X-Men, and X-Man decides he's had enough and starts to sink the entire continent. All looks lost as he starts to drown Jean, when the cavalry shows up to save the day, maybe? Thank God for Uncanny, because this week was a downer so far. This comic wasn't great, but comparatively it was a breath of fresh air. There were some fun set pieces. The fight starts with X-Men grabbing multiple men to use them as an army. He punches him in the face and nothing happens. He does it a few more times until the dupe says that Jamie Prime isn't here, and then you see him back at the bar drinking. I'm not sure that's how Jamie's powers work, since dupes used to be able to make dupes, but maybe he's changed since his resurrection. Anyway, it was funny, so I accepted for the joke. Armor playing Katamari Damacy with the bad guys was good too. It was a dumb plan, but still interesting, I guess. The final shot of all the X-Men showing up was really good, and it reminded me of the cover to Classic X-Men #1 by Art Adams. I have a feeling they've been a little heavy-handed with the solution to all this, but hopefully it'll be a twist. Otherwise, a solid Uncanny issue, so it gets an 8 out of 10. Lastly, we have X-23 number 8, written by Mariko Tamaki, art by Diego Olortiegu. Gabby and Laura are under fire as a bunch of armed men are trying to steal the cyborg Laura back. Gabby gleefully dispatches the bad guys, and Beast flies in to grab the girls and the cyberclone off the roof. They go to the X-Mansion, and Beast examines the cyberclone. She's like Deathblock with Laura's DNA with cybernetics, but no healing factor. Meanwhile, the people who made her are shopping the design around, and we find out it's the same evil scientist who made Gabby and her sisters. Back at the X-Mansion, Laura is afraid Gabby is getting attached to the cyberclone, whom she says is just a machine. Laura and Gabby go to bed, but Gabby sneaks out to bring the cyberclone some cookies and tell her life story. But the clone's eyes glow red, which we all know is a universal symbol that a cyborg has turned evil. This was a fun story with the action beats offset with character moments between Laura and Gabby. Gabby's joy of killing at the beginning sort of confirms Laura's fears that they are just killing machines. And it's all made all too real, with the literal killer cyborg version of them showing up. The art in this issue was great. I've never heard of Diego Olortiegu. Must Marvel hire every artist with unpronounceable, to my crude North American mouth names? He is so good though, and I hope we get more of him on this comic. He draws Gabby so cute and perfectly. She isn't just a shorter version of Laura. And Diego, yep, I'm just going to be informal now, does excellently draw her. This is a solid 8 out of 10, and I hope we get a remake of Robocop next issue. So that's that. It's a sad day for me, but I'm glad Domino ended it, if it was going to go like that for much longer. I'm also glad to see Iceman off. Don't let the door hit you on the butt on the way out. Luckily, Uncanny and X-23 stayed strong for me. I'm so excited for the next Uncanny issue. Next week is late though, so I'm going to throw in a little extra. So come back for that one.